Well, Jake Reeves, could you have envisaged 13 years ago when you were a 19-year-old walking in here, immediately had to get on a coach to Exeter, that you'd be going to Wembley all that time later for a couple of promotion playoff finals?
No, you hope that you can. Obviously, when you start playing, you want to be able to look back on your career and have successful periods. Obviously, we know how difficult that is. Some people don't even ever get to play at Wembley, like the gaffer. So to be able to be going back there for the second time is a special feeling.
Going back to 2016, how much did you learn from Danny Ballman, apart from that unique sense of humour?
yeah, other than his sense of humour, loads. Look, he was an incredible player, but been there, seen it, done it. You know, calm head in the dressing room. Not just him, obviously the whole squad we had was all quite similar, and boys have been there and done it before. So yeah, a lot of learning.
What did you learn about back then in 2016 that will stand you in good stead when you step out of Wembley this time?
Yeah, I think just ultimately the team who is the calmest and can sort of navigate through those sticky periods in games as everyone does, especially in finals. It's about staying calm when the chaos happens, especially in playoff games. Anything can happen. It's a completely standalone game, so you can watch analysis all you want all throughout the season. We played against them twice already, so we know what they're like, but they might bring up something different, so it's about staying as calm as you can.
Those dark days when you moved on to Bradford, that time you had out on the sidelines, were you able to draw upon 2016 to think, look, one day I could be back there again?
Yeah, well, when I was out for so long, and it was, like you said, it was a dark time, it was always about, I'm not going to let this affect how I see the game and not let it affect my career. And there's been a lot of hard years grafting to get back into that sort of position. So yeah, very rewarding to be finally back in there.
But of course, happier days, you moved on to Stevenage, you did so well there as well, of course. How much did you learn about this particular level now that you're at?
Yeah, loads. Obviously, I've played at the level for a good number of years now, before Bradford and obviously after as well. Obviously, I'd been lucky and fortunate enough to have a playoff success and obviously get promoted as well with Stevenage. So yeah, obviously you learn a lot about what the league needs, but playoff games are completely different no matter what level you're at. Like I said, they're standalone games. So
the last time, of course, we met Walsall, I think it was largely acknowledged that we were the better team that day. Perhaps one mistake there at the end, but what can we take from that and learn from it?
Yeah, well, I think both games. Obviously, I didn't play in the first game at home, but another tight contest. They're a good side and we're a good side, and there's the reason why both teams have been up there and in around automatic spots throughout the majority of the season. So we know it's going to be tight. We know all about them. Likewise, they know all about us. So as I said, staying calm in the chaos.
You know all about this club. You know, being a fan-owned club. What would it mean to you to deliver League One football back to these fans again? Yeah,
it'd be huge. One of the first interviews I did with you, I think, Rob, was, what are your reasons for coming back? And one of them I remember saying was, I want to put this club back to the level that I had it at last time. Second year, obviously, I get an opportunity to be able to do that. So I know it's huge. I know how big and how impactful that it can be on the building, let alone all the fans. Obviously, being lucky enough to have already done it once, being lucky enough to now have an opportunity to do it twice will be something special.
Just finally, Jake, as well, I remember once we did another interview and spoke about a certain ritual that you'd had. You come in, you take everything off, you'd have a cup of coffee. If you get to Wembley again, you win. Do you plan to do that again, or has it changed a little bit since then?
It's pretty much quite similar. I like to take as long as I possibly. Some lads like to get changed as soon as they get in the building, and I just feel that you're then waiting around for ages. So I'll sort of chilled out a little bit as I've got older. I don't get completely starkers straight away. I'll wait until the last minute to do that. But yeah, still quite similar.
Jake, best of luck.
Nice one, thank you.